This is Michele Knight, and this is the astrological update for Leo for August. Now, this August kicks off with a full moon, and the full moon is in your 7th house of relationships. Now, full moon is always very, very emotional. It talks to us about our feelings, and it makes us feel things really deeply. When we have a full moon, it's like an emotional peak experience. And this full moon is all about relationships and how you feel about relationships. There may be a part of you going through suddenly this emotional revelation when it comes to love, because the full moon can often make us feel vulnerable or connect with unconscious feelings that we've blocked. So expect something extraordinary, a revelation when it comes to love for you this month, and that's on the 2nd. So on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, note down any dreams that come to you about love or anything emotional that you're feeling, because in there is a real secret and intense message of maybe something that you've had buried. Now, Mercury, the planet of communication, is in your sign. Hurrah! We like that. It means that you can communicate really well. Other people are communicating with you really well, and you're very, very excited about your ideas and you're able to express them. Now, Mercury had been going backwards, which is a bit of a pain in the bottom. Now, okay, there were some positive things about that. You were able to deal with perhaps comments or conversations in the past. You were able to go backwards and look at the way you used to communicate. But now Mercury's going direct in your 1st house, in your sign. You're able to go forward and go, right, this is what I think, this is what I feel. You're able to express yourself very clearly. I mean, the only downside is you may get a bit overexcited in the way that you communicate, and you may be a little bit too forceful. So understand that there is no need to fight for what you want to say. Mercury is cheering you on and is very supportive of your ideas this month. Now, Venus, the planet of love, is doing something very interesting. It's going into your 12th house on the 8th, and the 12th house is all about spiritual enlightenment. Suddenly, you may know why you've been in an old relationship or why you're in a current relationship, or you could meet someone that you feel that you've known for eons. It's as if you've been parted just by time, and your relationship is timeless and endless. People are coming into your life and you look into their eyes and you know them and they know you. And this is now going to affect your love life. So Venus is really bringing around something extraordinary. However, we always need to look at the shadow side of that, because if we don't take the positive out of that, we could slink accidentally into the shadows. And the accidental problem with Venus in the 12th is you could fall for an illusion, or you could kind of see people with rose-tinted glasses. So do keep one toe on the ground when you meet these interesting and extraordinary people, and make sure, look deep within yourself very honestly. Is this illusion? Is this person on the same vibrational level as me? Or am I projecting something onto them? You know, it brings great wisdom, but it can do it in a challenging way if you're not careful. Now, the sun enters your 2nd house on the 23rd. You're feeling much more stable, much more solid, much more grounded in yourself this month, or towards the end of the month, and you know who you are. You have the sun in your sign for the whole of this month up until the 23rd, so you're glowing and you're dazzling and you're charismatic. But when it shifts into your 2nd house on the 23rd, suddenly you're more rooted. You've discovered a lot about yourself. Now, Neptune, the planet of enlightenment, is coming very, very close to Earth. And it wants you to awaken your soul. And your awakening is based on your 8th house, which is all about sex and death and powerlessness and obsession and the raw, primal emotions of life. You may say, oh, that's a bit full on. Not necessarily. It's all about you going in to the corners of your being and other people's being and humanity's being, you know, and being able to do something with that energy. It may be you might want to do something for charity. You might want to see something in the world that you see as an injustice, and you might use that 8th house enlightenment to share that with the world, to shine a light on something in the world that you feel is wrong. It makes you a leader. It makes you someone who's very, very enlightened, and it's definitely much needed. Somebody has to shine a light in the dark corners of humanity. But with that light comes hope. with that Neptunian energy comes enlightenment and awakening and joy. So, you know, allow yourself to feel whatever it is. It might start off with a personal journey where you look at your own shadows, you look at the things in yourself that you need to shine a light on. But ultimately, it's awakening you, not just for yourself, but for humanity. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.